Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
From Japan.
From Japan. So this is our first full day here. We arrived last night, absolutely knackered, jet lagged. So we ended up sleeping in. Like we had two different sleeps. Like we woke up in the middle of the night. We were on a computer, and now we needed a second sleep, and now it's like almost 10. Yeah. 10:30.
I think it's 10 in the morning. So we're like a little bit confused, a little bit dazed, but we figured let's go get some food. This is gonna be brunch, I guess. And the plan today is to just wander around, see what Osaka is all about.
Yeah, basically this is going to be our first impressions of Japan.
First impressions of Japan.
It's our first full day here.
There we go.
Super excited. Let's get it started.
Food. So this is something that I'm finding interesting already in the street. You have these vending machines. Just put in some coinage.
Yeah, and they're everywhere.
Get yourself a drink.
They're everywhere.
And it looks like cold drinks. I wonder if these are heated.
No, those are cold coffees, I think.
Cold coffees.
Yeah.
There you go. But I think we need something more substantial.
I could probably use a cold coffee with a big infusion of caffeine.
You know, this isn't a bad idea if you're like on your way to work and you're running late. You just grab a coffee from here.
If you didn't have time to brew one at home, you just grab a cold coffee to go.
Look,
with lots of caffeine.
There's a black cafe au lait. Interesting. We're also just noticing a lot of people riding their bikes, which for me, it's so unusual to see in a city. I would expect everyone to get around by metro, but no, you see people in like business suits riding their bikes, people doing groceries riding their bikes, and there's lots of bike racks as well. So I think this is a common mode of transportation, pretty cheap as well.
So when we first arrived, like we did a little walk around our neighborhood and we didn't see a grocery store nearby, just some convenience stores. But look, it's right here.
We found it. And Sam loves the supermarket, so here we go. This looks interesting.
So what did we get?
Alright, so we decided to eat at Family Mart because the restaurants just weren't open. We walked around for a while.
Yeah, and it's always fun to eat in the convenience stores. Sure.
Okay, we're gonna have what we thought we were having last night. Remember the pork cutlet that turned out to be fish? This should be pork cutlet with melted cheese.
Right.
And then we got some sushi. So this looks really good too. And some tea. This is oolong tea.
And all three of those came to just over 1,000 yen, which is actually slightly under 10 US dollars. Okay, let's try this. So opening this up, it looks it's so nice and warm. And something else I found just now. That guys.
Oh,
it's a double container you actually have.
So it doesn't get soggy. They separate the rice from the meat.
Decide how to eat them.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna grab a little bite. Oh wow. It's thick. Thick on there. Okay. Grab a bit of that.
Working those chopsticks.
It's got a bit of a sweet sauce.
Yeah, lots of gravy on it.
Yeah, it's really good.
With some rice.
It's gonna be a good lunch.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Alright guys, time for sushi. This was my pick. When in Japan.
When in Japan.
A one-biter.
A one-biter.
This is pretty good for convenience store sushi.
Yeah.
I'm actually liking it.
Are you? Wow. Okay,
so now that we've had some food, we're just walking to the metro station and we're thinking of visiting Osaka Castle because why not? Okay, so here we go. First press the English button.
Ticket. Ticket somewhere. Oh, one ticket.
Then you press...
Which line is it on?
Good question.
Oh, we are on the Nagabori line.
Okay.
Although I can't find that.
Well, this is interesting. We have finally figured out our mistake.
Yeah.
We need to put money in first. So let's try this again.
The big problem is that I have lots of Canadian coins. So it's really
very smart.
Not my smartest moment.
Okay.
So hopefully they're mostly.
So here we go again. English. Ticket. 1 ticket.
We're just trying this out.
And now it says, please insert money.
And
no, the coins go in there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, yes, it's working. They take 10s. They take 50s.
Oh, and this is how we figure out the price. It says here $2.30. There we go. So the price is right here. Now we know. Now we know how it works. We figured it out. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty simple.
This is gonna make our lives so much easier.
This should be the exact amount.
There we go.
And then you can press over here the fare button. $2.30. Check that out, guys.
Excellent. So we've got a ticket for one person.
We got a ticket.
Now we're gonna do the whole thing again. So when it comes to buying tickets, we also have this massive map, and it shows you the fare for each station, because based on where you're going, you pay a certain price. And it's all in Japanese, but it's also number coded. So then when you come over here, you find your station's name, and there's also a little number next to it. So for example, we're going to Osaka Business Park N21. Osaka Castle.
Is that a purring cat?
It is, or a pigeon. Anyways, continuing with first impressions, we've made it to the park.
Yeah.
What's it called? Osaka Castle Park?
Yes.
Osaka Castle Business Park, that's where we got off.
That's where it is.
But yeah, something we've noticed is that it is very quiet here.
Yeah.
Not just in the park, but the city in general. We noticed there's very little noise pollution. Yep. Like even when people are out and about, no one's being rowdy. Everyone's just soft-spoken, and there's a sense of tranquility, even though we're in a big city.
Yeah, that's really true. I don't know why I was expecting it to be more busy and crowded, but it's been a kind of a nice surprise so far. Yeah. I mean, we are heading to Tokyo soon, and I'm sure we'll get our dose of that.
Our impressions may change.
Yes. It'll definitely be more crowded there, but yeah, so far it's been quieter. I've also noticed, like, I don't think we're experiencing as much culture shock as someone who's never been to Asia before would in Japan.
Yes.
Because we have spent considerable time in Korea and Taiwan, Hong Kong. I've been to Shanghai, so there's definitely some similarities. But so far, we're loving it. We're loving the nature too. There's a lot of green spaces.
Yes.
I even noticed on some back alleys while we were walking this morning that people were like tending to little gardens and things. Like even in like areas where there doesn't even appear to be any space for these gardens, but you just notice a lot of greenery.
Like little pockets, little oases.
Just little oases.
Oases?
Oases. Yeah, I don't think that's a word. Probably not. Anyways, we've been really enjoying it so far, and yeah, this is just the start.
Apartment for a little nap, and then we'll head out later in the afternoon. I'm not sure what we'll do yet. We made it to CoCo Curry.
We sure did. And they have a very extensive menu. Like it was They have the classic ones, like with the pork cutlet, chicken, beef. Then they have all these like variations too, which is really interesting. Yeah, hot dogs. There was a burger that was oozing out cheese.
There's fried chicken.
I forget where that one is. Yeah, look at all these different ones you can get. You can even go. You can even go vegetables if you want.
Yes, and this is a Japanese curry, not an Indian curry.
This is something I really want to point out. It's really, really cool. Is you can choose the amount of rice you want. So this is the base price, 300 grams. But if you're hungry, you can go for 400. Super hungry, 500, and it shows the price increase.
Yeah.
And so I'm being a little mindful of my belly, so I actually went down a level, minus 51, to get 200 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can also choose your spice.
Oh yeah, you sure can. So if you want to spice it up, you do pay extra. But they have up to level 10 spice. That must be insane. Wow. Yeah,
and then at the bottom you can also choose your meat.
Yep.
So if you want to build your own curry, you can.
Customize it.
I think we're gonna come back here another day and like do a dedicated
we'll do a full
curry
dedicated video for this for sure.
So this is what I went for. I went for more of a soupy curry as opposed to the classic. And it comes with noodles. These beautiful eggs, like look at that color.
Wow.
How do they get it so orange inside?
That is cool. Look at that egg.
And yeah, it comes with a bit of minced meat. I believe that's pork with a bit of spice, cabbage, bean sprouts.
Lots of yummy stuff going on there. Tasty?
So hot.
So hot. And you're eating too much. The big bites.
I really like this. So now time to introduce you to Sam's
Time to try
dish.
the pork cutlet here, and I'm just
look at that,
bathing it in the copious amount
gravy.
of the curry gravy they left me. It's so cool. Break one of these in half.
And I got chopsticks, but Sam got given a spoon because there's just so much gravy. There's no way you can get chopsticks.
This gravy is awesome. Oh my goodness, I've been craving this for such a long time. This is one of my favorite Japanese meals, to be honest. And like just the amount of gravy that they've given, it's so rich and wonderful. And it's just, this is just awesome. I'm really in my happy place. And you know what, since we've started eating, I've woken up. It's awesome. Like
jet lag is temporarily gone.
Yeah, for like a half an hour I was just struggling to get up. And then now that we went for a walk, we had some food, I feel so much better. So this was a really good idea. Something we'd recommend too if you have jet lag is just try to fight through it. Try to stay up, stay awake, and try to get on schedule.
Okay, let's talk about more first impressions of Japan, especially in regard to dining.
In regard to dining, we've actually found it to be a little cheaper here than what we thought. Like we had this idea that it's going to be so expensive in Japan. It's going to be like the Switzerland or Norway of Asia. It just hasn't been so far. I mean, we've had some good budget meals. Our lunch costs like $10, a little bit less. And
for two people, that's like $5 per person.
So for instance, this wonderful little meal, which came with complimentary water, it came to a grand total of 1512 yen, which at the moment is $13.70 US. So divide that by 2, and also factor in that you don't tip here in Japan. It's totally not part of the culture. And in fact, we have a funny story about that. When we went to Bishkek, we went to a Japanese restaurant and we were gonna leave a tip there. And they're like, no, we do not take tips. This is a Japanese restaurant. And so, so this is the final bill. We're gonna go pay that. And then I think
we ate everything. Look at that.
Yeah, we did. And then I think we'll waddle back to the apartment, but I think I'm gonna pick up some groceries on the way. We're gonna call it a day. So how about your first impressions in Japan?
First impressions, it's been good. It's been an exciting day.
It has.
And yeah, I can't believe we still have 2 months ahead of us here in Japan. It's gonna be
crazy.
Good.
And I think like considering it was our first day in Japan, I think, and we were fighting jet lag, I think we did a really cool, we did a really cool job. I think we saw and did quite a bit. We had some nice food. We walked around our neighborhood. So it's just a great start to our trip. And we're excited to do a whole lot more. So stay tuned. There's going to be a ton of food and travel videos from Japan.
See you in the next video.
See you guys.